high school because I struggled in school. I struggled academically. My grades weren't good. My behavior wasn't good. And it really caused me problems all throughout school. So I wrote the book to encourage kids who are going through similar things, let them know that they can beat the odds. Okay? So when I wrote the book, what happens is I'm the author and I also published the book, but as an author, my job was to send the script to the illustrator. So I sent the illustrator a script of what I wanted to be written in the book, like in terms of what I wanted the characters to say. And this is what she sent me back. She sent me back the sketch copy of the book. So in the sketchbook, it includes illustrations, but it's just like a rough draft or like a rough copy. And this gave me an idea of how the book would look. So I was really excited to get this part back because then I could sort of see where she was putting the text in. So in that, I was able to go back and edit it and make sure it was saying cool things. So this is the first book. This is like the pre-book. So when you go to school and you get through middle school, they'll have a pre-draft. So this is like the pre-draft of my book. And I'm actually working on my second book now. So this is my second book called Tamika's New Dress. And this book is actually going to be looking like this in about 2 weeks. So my illustrator, her name is Tracy Von Wagner, and she's with a company called Imagine That Design. They're doing all the illustrations for my book. Are there any artists in the room? Anyone like to draw? Continue drawing, keep working on it. Because art is like a talent. And the more you work on it, the better you get. And one day, you'll be at the level of putting out your own books. So for me, I'm not a good drawer. I can't illustrate. So I had to find someone who could do that. So the great thing about life is that you're surrounded with so many people with so many great talents and great gifts. And the best thing about it is that you can reach out to those people to help you with whatever you want to do. So Nelson beats the odds. So Nelson was off to a rocky start at Bland Middle School. Mrs. Gronkowski, Nelson's teacher, caught him playing with his friend Carlos during class. Miss Gronkowski asked Nelson to move his desk to the front of the class, then to the back of the class, and eventually outside of the class. Can everyone see?
Yeah.
No matter where Nelson moved his desk, he found someone to talk to. I've had enough of your antics, young man. I'm going to call your parents. Nelson was in big, big trouble, and all he could hear was his mother's voice yelling, I sent you to school to learn, not play. Does anyone parents ever say that? Exactly. My mom always said that. Nelson will often become inattentive and disinterested in class. Snore. Nelson fell asleep. Don't be like Nelson. While Mrs. Gronkowski stood at the board teaching, Nelson's mind wandered outside of the school walls into La La Land. Nelson sat and daydreamed about playing professional basketball with his buddy Anthony. So this is actually an illustration of Jaden's dad's picture. I included Jaden's dad in the book because me and Jaden's dad, we were classmates. And Jaden's dad used to wear the number 20. And he was a really good basketball player. Someone to honor him, I put him in the book. When Mrs. Gronkowski asked Nelson to read what was on the board, he couldn't see it. So his father took him to see an eye doctor. When Nelson came back to school the next day, he left his glasses in his book bag. Where are your glasses? I forgot and left them at home. Nelson lied to Mrs. Gronkowski because he thought his classmates would tease him